The 2024 United States Grand Prix was one of the most thrilling races this season. While Ferrari, McLaren and Max Verstappen were battling up ahead, an even more impressive performance was being witnessed in the midfield. Coming to Austin, Liam Lawson and Franco Colapinto had a lot of pressure to perform. Both of these drivers don't have a seat for the 2025 season. Lawson was recently chosen to replace Daniel Ricciardo, who was underperforming for the team. Just before the US Grand Prix, Helmut Marko stated that Lawson's performance would be judged in comparison to Tsunoda's in the next 6 races, including Austin. Whoever came out on top would have a shot at the Red Bull seat in 2025. Coming to Colapinto, he was chosen by James Vowles to take over for Logan Sargent, who was costing the team points. Ever since Colapinto jumped into the Williams cockpit in Monza, he has proven that he deserves a permanent seat in F1. His best performance came at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, where he finished in 7th place. In 2 years of driving for Williams, Logan Sargent never even came close to this achievement, but Colapinto did it in just his 2nd race. Before we get into Colapinto and Lawson's incredible performances in Austin and what it means for their futures in Formula 1, take a minute to like our video and subscribe to our channel. We post the best and latest news on Formula 1, so don't miss out on the action. Both Lawson and Colapinto had an amazing race in Austin last weekend. Lawson had to start from the back of the grid due to engine penalties, but this did not stop him from scoring points. Colapinto also did not have the best starting position as he only qualified 17th. Thanks to a few grid penalties, he was promoted to start 15th in the race, but this was still an uphill battle for Colapinto. Both the rookies decided to start the race on hard tyres, while most of the other drivers chose to start with the medium tyres. The rookies managed the pace perfectly and were able to keep cars behind them. And then once they finally decided to pit, they had fresh mediums on while the others were all on old hard tyres. This gave them the pace advantage and allowed both of them to move up the field. Lawson ended up finishing 9th, while Colapinto finished 10th, and both of these drivers also managed to finish the race ahead of their teammates. This has not built a strong case for their futures in Formula 1. For Lawson, he has a contract to drive for VCARB until the end of this year. But based on his performance at Austin, it is safe to say that he will remain on the F1 grid next year as well. But the question is, which team will he join? Helmut Marko is looking to promote one of the VCARB drivers to Red Bull. It is no secret that the team are not able to compete against McLaren or Ferrari in the Constructors' Championship because of Sergio Perez's poor pace. Hence, Helmut Marko is looking for one of the younger drivers to drive alongside Max Verstappen next year. After Lawson was announced as the replacement of Daniel Ricciardo after the Singapore Grand Prix, Helmut Marko said that the next 6 races would be a shootout between Tsunoda and the Kiwi. I don't know in how many races he was faster than Yuki, but that's why we decided that now is the time to make a comparison with Yuki. Who of the two is the fastest? Marko told ORF. After that, it is up to the Red Bull hierarchy to decide who fits where in F1 2025. Marko has clearly stated that they decided to bring Lawson for these 6 races to analyse who is worthy of stepping up to the Red Bull Racing team. With 1 race down, Lawson has a pretty convincing case to be promoted after this year. When it comes to Colapinto, the situation is a bit more complex. Colapinto is a Williams Academy driver. However, the Williams lineup for 2025 has already been finalised. Williams has signed Carlos Sainz to drive alongside Albon next year. So now Williams team principal James Vowles has stated that he is looking for an F1 seat outside Williams for the Argentine driver. The only available option for Colapinto is Sauber, which will become Audi Motorsport in 2026. The team has already confirmed 1 driver for next year, Nico Hülkenberg. As for their 2nd seat, there are several drivers in contention for the Sauber seat in 2025. Both of the current drivers for the team, Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu, are still in contention. Apart from them, there is Mick Schumacher, Théo Pourchaire and Gabriel Bortoleto still in contention. Colapinto was originally not very high on Sauber's list, but now Sauber will have to look at Colapinto more seriously. This rookie from Argentina just started the race from 15th and finished it in 10th, ahead of his teammate. Let's not forget that he did this in a 2024 Williams car. Although James Vowles is looking to get Colapinto into the Kick Sauber team from 2025, Vowles still wants the Argentinian driver back to Williams in the future. As it stands, Williams has signed both their drivers until the 2026 season. After that, there is a chance that they will be looking for a new driver if Albon or Sainz decide to leave. If this happens, Vowles wants Colapinto back in the team. Both Liam Lawson and Franco Colapinto showcased their immense potential at the 2024 United States Grand Prix, reaffirming their positions as future stars in Formula 1. Lawson's ability to charge from the back of the grid to secure points, coupled with outperforming his teammate Yuki Tsunoda, strengthens his bid for a potential Red Bull seat in 2025. Helmut Marko's shootout between Lawson and Tsunoda is heating up, and with this strong performance, Lawson has made a compelling case for promotion. For Colapinto, despite not having a confirmed seat in 2025, his impressive drive to 10th place at Austin puts him firmly on the radar of other teams. Sauber, which will transition to Audi Motorsport in 2026, is an option James Vowles is keen to explore for his young protégé. Although Williams has secured its driver lineup through 2026, Vowles' long-term vision for Colapinto suggests that the Argentinian's journey with Williams may not be over. With both rookies making waves, their future in Formula 1 looks promising, and the next few races could determine where they land on the grid in 2025. Do you think we will see both Lawson and Colapinto on the F1 grid next year? Post your thoughts in the comment section below.